That would be extra, but I could.
It just seems like that's an area of expertise.
Producer Joe, do you think it'd be good for the show if you had a co-host who was hooking up with athletes?
There's no
or better
Italians reference
if the athletes were not hooking up with your co-host? Perfect. Doesn't matter.
Do you know that Charlie Marlowe?
I've never met Charlie Marlowe.
Have you had a chance to listen to him on the program?
I don't know.
Sometimes
there's a lot of voices.
I don't believe you were a long-time listener, as you say. I believe once the opportunity was presented, then you'd listen to the show, right? You weren't honestly listening.
You weren't listening 2 weeks ago, is what the cat's saying.
I have listened before 2 weeks ago, but I've listened more since. You know, you want to figure out what you're walking into.
You're walking into great radio, what you're walking into.
The Lions did, I understand.
That's exactly right.
You walked into a slum. When you walked into the building, or you think to yourself, I don't know if I want this job.
You stop off at Dr. John's on the way out. It's convenient. Get some wings. So you're a big Blues fan. Talk about where they are at this point in the season. I want to get your take on why they are a game below 500.
And don't get miffed, Kevin. This is usually your expertise.
He's going to be very critical of you.
The beginning of the season started off really strong, and I did the same last year. I thought we were going to be undefeated because I had this optimism about the Blues.
Run the table.
2 wins in Sweden. You know, I sat at Sports Center with rooms full of excited Blues fans, and those 2 wins were huge. And then when they started losing at home, and I noticed that the fans are getting more and more empty, I started to get upset. I'm like, oh God, we're not going to get back into the same situation from last year where that kind of comeback is very rare. So I'm excited to see now that at least I feel like they're playing better. But if not for Mason, I don't know where we'd be. And you know, some of the young guys that I think were really promising kind of weren't performing at the beginning of the season, but I feel like now they're actually coming out and getting some goals. And I'm optimistic that we're gonna make it back.
I have a plan, a project that I'm trying to undertake here. Tell me if you think it's good or bad. Okay. I've met with David Checketts about 3 times on this, and I'm trying to set up a meeting with the NHL. My plan is for the Blues to play the rest of their season in Sweden. Okay. Because I believe they seem to excel abroad. Yeah. Do you think that's a good plan?
It could be, but then I won't be able to sit 5 rows behind Mason and support my team. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're part of this show, you get free airfare wherever you want to fly.
I'm going to Sweden if I get this job?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, Team 13.
I want it more now.
You look Swedish.
What is your...
Are you Swedish?
You look Swedish. You look Swedish.
Are you Swedish? Fee? No, that could be a Finnish name.
I think it's Irish.
Fee is Irish?
Check mark. Double check mark. You're not Irish. You don't look Irish.
I think it might have come from McPhee, and then...
Oh, you related to that Catherine McPhee? Get Tommy to call in.
You haven't checked on your lineage?
I'm pretty sure it's Irish-German. Like
German.
a lot of us might.
German, you lost a check mark there. Lost a check mark there.
I'm not angry.
You're not angry? What about the Cardinals? Big Cardinal fan?
I am.
What do you think of the 2009 season, postseason, the whole lot of it?
I don't know. It had its ups and downs. They kind of fell apart there at the end of the season, and that was unfortunate, but I still go and support them and
you want to
watch
see Holiday
every
back?
game. I do.
You were cursing him when he dropped the ball?
Everyone was upset, but it happens. I think he added enough positive to the team that I allow everyone to have a mess up or a
Let me ask you this. You won a contest. All expenses paid. All you can eat lunch at Captain D's with 1 Cardinal player. Who do you pick? And what do you order? And what do you order?
That's not an easy question. That's 2 questions and they're both tough and not fair. Don't have to answer either one of them.
That's why they call this the Lion's Den.
Which Cardinal would you take to Captain D's, and what would you order off their scrumptious menu? Go.
Well, the first part's easier because I don't think I really know what's on the menu there.
Something
a lot
fried.
Of fried shrimp and things.
It's not real shrimp. It's something that is shaped to look like shrimp, but shrimp is obviously more than 12 cents.
Well, I've got 2 players. I think the first I'd probably say Wainwright, just to kind of get into his head. I like his passion on the mound. And then Brendan.
Brendan Ryan.
He's just
also
a
be interesting
spaz.
to get
You don't want to get lonely and empty in there.
I'd kind of want to watch him eat fried food, I guess. I don't know how he'd handle it.
So it wouldn't necessarily be based on who you're attracted to. It would be based on psychoanalyzing these gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay. Respect that. What about Missouri football, Missouri basketball? You into that?
Not really. I've got some friends. A lot of friends went to Mizzou. Living in St. Louis, I
Your
happened.
poor friends went to Mizzou.
Exactly. The people who couldn't quite go to Burroughs or Miami.
No, but
Out-of-state tuition.
so I end up in a sports bar from time to time on Saturdays watching Mizzou. But I always keep an eye on the Canes and.
Greatest basketball player in the history of Miami.
I know.
I
Rick
don't.
Barry.
Rick Barry is the answer.
I don't know that one.
Yeah,
I don't know that one.
Tito Horford was pretty good.
pretty good. Not
Not
close
like
to
Rick
Rick Barry. And the reason I know this is looking through the Penguins University of Miami yearbook. I was like, I didn't know Rick Barry went there.
Oh, yeah, and then
Yeah.
they dropped basketball.
Yep.
Miami dropped basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, for years.
It was pretty bad when I was there.
It's still not very. Yeah, that's
When did you
better.
graduate from Miami?
So 05.
05. You were a young lass.
26.
Nicely done, Doug.
See what I did
Well
there?
done. That was really well done, sir.
26. Yeah.
That was really well done.
Assuming it took you 4 years to get out.
It did.
Are you Swedish?
You look Swedish.
Have you ever been with a woman?
I haven't.
Would you like to?
No, not really my thing.
I bet that was going on down at Miami. A lot of people doing cocaine and
What
all
if
of
it
a
was
sudden
a
hooking up with
Swedish
girls.
woman?
I
That's
think
what
that
Mike did.
happens on any college campus.
Yeah, but in Miami probably more. It's closer. Closer to South
Convenient?
Beach. Yeah, it's more convenient. Lesbianism is more convenient. It's where it need to be. For lesbianism convenient.
Yeah, I might make up a couple of dabbling stories to enhance your ability to.
She made up the thing about being Irish. I respected that tactic.
She's Irish. She looks Swedish to me.
I don't know. I don't buy into the whole les out thing. I think that girls.
What do you mean buy into? I'm just.
Well, I
I
mean, the
like
girl
this. What is this?
yesterday even explained that she does it for the attention of guys, and I guess I have other ways to get a guy's attention.
Well, what would those be?
Beef
Even-
stroganoff, delicious. Every guy wants to. Right?
Cook a traditional Swedish meal.
No, I think even, maybe it's just because I'm older now, but knowing like the spread in Monday Night Football impresses a guy as much as I think kissing a girl.
Nah.
It's different. Maybe I'm saying this to the wrong people, but
Yeah, you're talking about Tim is the guy that runs this show.
You do know this show, don't you?
And just so you know, intern Kevin had to kiss on guys to impress Tim.
That's something I like. That's something I like. Hey, our listeners want to ask some questions as well. Yes, Mike?
Oh,
Hi, Mike.
Excuse me?
What?
She said, "Do we on Siwa?"
Mike, be nice.
You want to know if she has big breasts? 34B, Mike. Is that good enough? Are they real, Warren?
yes.
They are. Yes, they are, Mike. She does like the Cardinals. Who's your favorite player on the Cardinals, Lauren?
I really like Wainwright. I like Pujols, but that's, the no-brainer.
That's Mike.
What about
What
Ryan
about
Franklin?
Ryan Franklin?
It's fine.
What's wrong with him?
I'm handling the subtitle
he's
machine.
fine. He's just not my favorite player.
He's a friend of the show.
He's pretty close with Mike. Mike has a determining vote in this thing.
He's got his number. It's not his real number though.
Lauren just had a look of horror go across her face when she.
Brendan Ryan, he's got a picture of.
Doug's handling subtitle. And also,
Yeah.
And
Kurt
Kurt
Warner.
Warner.
yeah, he runs the
I heard
gamut.
that segment
Yeah, it was an
earlier.
incredible segment. Thanks, Mike.
Happy birthday.
That's our listener. We did have two, but now you're here. So we're down to one listener.
Yes, Rich. Go
Yeah.
ahead.